Here are some reasons why Liz Cambage is detrimental to women's sports, starting with her departure from the WNBA due to a contract divorce and ongoing play for the Israeli league. Liz and Sparks said goodbye in 2022, and the two are officially no longer together. Don't get us wrong, Liz was a great player on the court in 2022, averaging 13 points and pulling down over 6 rebounds per game. However, rumors circulated that there was drama in the locker room even before Liz joined the team. Some players felt that although Liz could improve their performance if she stayed focused, she wasn't always enjoyable to play with. Despite their concerns, Derek Fisher, the former Sparks coach and general manager, signed the 4-time All-Star player. And guess what? Those concerns weren't unjust at all. From the beginning, Liz had issues with drama surrounding her jersey numbers. She wanted to wear number 8, but the team refused because Milton Jones's number had been retired. Then, she tried to wear number 1, but Amanda Zawi B had already taken it. Sparks asked the athlete to change her number, but she refused. What's even more ridiculous is that they changed it without telling her. Instead, she learned about it on social media. In addition to all of that, there was some drama in the locker room between Liz and her teammates during practice. She would call them out for not passing the ball to her frequently enough on the court, and despite their attempts to defuse the situation, tensions continued to build in one of the games against her old team. The Aces, Cambage again, complained about not receiving enough passes from her teammates. In response, they began passing the ball to her even when it wasn't part of their plays in order to keep her happy. However, in spite of their best efforts, they were defeated 84-56 in that game. Later, the star player had had enough and decided to exit the locker room early, declaring, "I can't do this any longer." This proved to be accurate, as it was her final game for the Sparks before what people called a contract divorce. However, this was just the beginning. Do you recall the derogatory remarks made during a pre-Olympic scrimmage against Nigeria? After Liz was accused of calling Nigerian players monkeys, it infuriated Chinese Nneka Agumike, who were also Nigerian and Sparks members. The game was eventually cancelled as a result of the heated exchange between Liz and the team. According to reports, Cambage also slapped another Nigerian player, Victoria McCauley, injuring her. She also used derogatory language about the entire team, including telling them to return to their third world nation. The Australian basketball player has come out of a quiet year to talk about the Sparks, the WNBA, and the controversy that has dogged her career, a year after she and the Sparks agreed to a contract divorce and her time in Los Angeles came to an abrupt end. Cambage appeared in an intense interview with Taylor Rooks of Bleacher Report, which was published on Monday. The discussion, which lasted an hour and a half, covered a variety of subjects, including Cambage's denial of claims that she disparaged the Nigerian national team based on race and her admission that she quit the Sparks midway through the previous season due to a toxic atmosphere. Following the release of the following statement, during the 2022 season, the Sparks have not addressed Cambage's departure or commented on the claims. It is with support that we share Liz Cambage's decision to terminate her contract with the organization, Sparks managing partner Eric Holloman said last July. We decided to split ways amicably because we want what's best for Liz. The Sparks are committed to their pursuit of a postseason berth in 2022 and are still thrilled about our core group. Additionally, the Sparks did not reply to a Just Women's Sports request for comment. Many, including former rivals and teammates, are now doubting the veracity of Cambage's assertions. In the first part of the conversation, Cambage talked about her plan to depart Los Angeles in 2022 after 25 games. The 4-time WNBA All-Star said that the Sparks had told her a Hollywood lie when she came on, promising to purchase her a car, pay her rent, and take care of other bills. Based on the WNBA's collective bargaining agreement, these kinds of rewards seem to be prohibited after agreeing to a 1-year contract with the Sparks that February. Cambage was expected to make $170,000 in 2022. It is also stated that she accepted $141,386 as payment for the contract divorce. Rooks was informed by Cambage later in the season that she quit to avoid being in a toxic atmosphere. She remarked, "I'm dealing with a lot of disrespect and a lot of volatile players in the locker room. No one cares what's going on, even though I'm telling the GM, the coaches, and ownership. In the end, on July 23, during a regular season game against the Las Vegas Aces, Cambage decided to depart the squad. She alleged that when an Aces player took charge against her and she was substituted out, she told Shiny Ogumik that she was done and that her teammates were yelling at her because they didn't know how to make a lob pass. Jordan Canada, a former Sparks teammate, disputed the allegations that Cambage was abused on Twitter on Tuesday. I usually keep to myself and mind my business. But Bleacher Report, if y'all want the real truth, call me, Canada wrote. Though unpleasant, Cambage's departure from the Sparks during the previous season was not entirely unexpected. Cambage has played for 12 different teams since being drafted in 2011. 4 of those clubs are in the WNBA, and 6 more are abroad in China, Australia, and Israel. She has never been a member of the same squad for many seasons. Among her WNBA experiences was a 2011 draft pick by Tulsa, a team that Cambage openly expressed her desire to avoid playing for. She was there for a season before heading to China to play. She returned in 2013 and participated in 20 games with the Shock before she left the WNBA in 2018. After taking a year off in between, she played 1 season in Dallas, 2 seasons in Las Vegas, and a portion of the 2022 season in Los Angeles. Cambage wasn't the only source of dysfunction in LA. Last season, the Sparks fired head coach and general manager Derek Fisher in June after a disappointing tenure. Kennedy Carter, the mercurial talent whom Fisher reportedly pushed the team to sign in the offseason, was benched during the season for poor conduct and waived this past March. Cambage said to Rooks that she knows girls who have played for every team and that she doesn't see why her brief appearances in the WNBA are problematic. Cambage mentioned Candace Parker, a player for several different teams. Before joining the Aces prior to this season, the 2-time WNBA champion played 13 of her 16 seasons in Los Angeles and 2 in Chicago. In addition to her controversial departure from the WNBA, Cambage also angrily left the Australian national team in 2021, citing mental health issues as one of her reasons for not wanting to play for the squad. This came after an on-court altercation during a pre-Olympics scrimmage with Nigeria, during which Cambage is said to have yelled racial epithets at the players from Nigeria. During the interview, Cambage asserted that the scrimmage video would demonstrate her innocence and that she had been assaulted. The video, which went viral on Tuesday, depicts a Nigerian athlete running up to Cambage on the sidelines and punching her. Prior to the fight, Cambage's elbow is seen on camera making contact with the player's head on the court. Players from Australia and Nigeria claimed that Cambage called the Nigerian players monkeys and advised them to go back to their third world country after the scrimmage in 2021. In her interview with Rooks, Cambage refuted the comments and stated that she was in talks to play for the Nigerian national team in the future. The father of Cambage is Nigerian. Promise Emukamara, a Nigerian guard, denied both allegations on Twitter, writing, "She called us monkeys and told us to return to our country. Indeed, that is what she stated. You guys complete the math. Everyone on both teams has the same tail aside from her." Additionally, Emukamara refuted the rumors circulated on Twitter by her teammate Sarah Ogoke that Cambage was in talks to play for Nigeria. Ogoke commented, "You definitely spewed racist profanities against us during our scrimmage, and we are not recruiting you." The Nigeria Basketball Federation's vice president, Babs Ogunad, later denied to ESPN writer Colin Udo that Cambage's allegation that she was in cahoots with Nigeria to change her allegiance and play for them was untrue. "Ignore the news," he declared. "I have no idea to whom she is speaking. Not Qaeda, and most definitely not me." That's all for now. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, then don't forget to hit that like button below. And if you want to stay updated with more great content like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel by clicking the red button and just ringing the notification bell so you never miss any future content from us. Your support means the world to us,